Hey friends, it's the Strat Game Sloth here showing you the easy way to optimize your gameplay. And today I'm coming at you with a quick video for how to get free resources from optimizing the Nomadic Merchant Resource Exchange. You heard that right, free resources. You may have noticed that every day the shop refreshes and there's this ability to exchange resources. And many times you see 20% off, 25% off, but it's a lot of weird numbers, right? 113 iron compared to 3,000 wood. Is that actually any good? Who knows? Well, let me break it down because basically, if you play this right, you can come out ahead every single day. So that the way this works, first of all, is that throughout the game, there's a certain benchmark or parity between the resources that the game basically plans everything around. So that is 50 wood is equal to 50 bread or food, which is equal to 10 stone, which is equal to 2 iron. And that 50-50, 10-2 ratio appears everywhere. And it doesn't really matter as much as what you see for the exact numbers here, because it's all based off of that if it didn't have a 25% or a 20% discount. If it was flat as is, it's an even exchange always at those ratios. So this means whenever you see 20%, 25%, 20%, it is in fact free extra resources, provided you have enough to make the exchange. And sometimes, you get these great bonuses for it. So whenever I see them, I always click them, and we should get them here. So sometimes you'll see here that there's actually no discount given at all, and it's just an even exchange of resources. In this case, I would say you should still take them because behind it, there might be another one that has a 20% off. So every time I see these, I'm always clicking and just cycling the resources in between. And you can see you can rack up some pretty big bonuses there. And then once you get to these diamond ones that are left, which aren't that great, mostly because you can get these at the VIP shop sometimes for a better discount. And also they're quite frankly much better things to spend diamonds on than what appears in this shop. So I always then go to do the free refresh, and then, hey, we're at it again. And we can just click and cycle our way through and see whatever we get. Now, do you see what just popped up here? This one actually has a speed up. So this is a resource exchange for a speed up. So this one's a little bit more complex when it pops up in terms of the calculus of whether or not to take it. My bias is to say yes, because quite frankly, the further you get into the game, the more likely you are going to have excess resources. And if you look at the top here, I mean, I got 20 million, 20 million, a few more. But honestly, yesterday before Castle Battle, I was over 100 million of bread and wood. So by the time you start getting later, you're going to have a lot of these extra resources floating around anyway. And the real bottleneck becomes, speed to build things like new buildings or train troops or do research. So when you see these, it actually is quite valuable, because the alternative would be to, pay gems to try to hurry these things up if you didn't have the speed ups. So in a way, it's sort of like turning these resources into gems for a specific use case. So I always go for those. And then just continue plowing through these up. Here's another one for some building speed ups. But yeah, just continue going through and then refresh again. And I do this every single day to maximize the benefit that I get out of this store. Every once in a while, you'll see these advanced teleporters show up. They allow you to move anywhere around the kingdom, which is extremely valuable when it comes time for a castle battle, fortress, sanctuary, anything like that. I always try to grab them because the alternative is from the VIP store, where it costs 2,000 gems. And you can even only get 2 of them per week at that price, which means if you're going to be teleporting around a lot, and I believe you will, that's actually a great deal, because it's essentially allowing you to turn 40 million food or wood or some equivalent amount of other resources into 2 to 4,000-ish gems. So what are the drawbacks to this? Well, there's really only one, and that's if you're early game or if you're on an especially violent server. But basically, whenever you are exchanging resources, if the only ones you have are secured resources, as opposed to unsecured resources, the ones you get back are unsecured resources. So you just have to be mindful of that if you get attacked, these resources you're exchanging for are at risk, and maybe the ones you were trading for them weren't at risk. But it's a bit of an edge case, quite frankly, and particularly later in the game, it's not really to be that big of a concern because you're probably sitting on a bunch of resources that are already at risk anyway. So I wouldn't let that stop you from this. Thank you for your support by choosing to watch this video. I hope it helps you get some additional free KingShot resources every day. If you found the time helpful, please like and subscribe to be alerted to other helpful content in the future. This is Strat Game Sloth, helping you game smarter, not harder. Happy gaming.